Do you ever feel stuck or trapped in your own mind or your own reality? No matter what you do, no matter how much inner work or energy work you've done, self-help, no matter what you do, there's this feeling of you're stuck or you're trapped. What if there's a possibility there's been a curse that's been placed on you or the bloodline? Are you ready to find out? Let's go. Okay, where do I even start? This next chapter is going to be some really dark, heavy stuff, right? But not in a way where it's going to bring your energy down. It's in a way to bring awareness of what's active or what's present within your energy field, your bloodline, your soul. And I truly believe that if our goal here is to get into personal alignment with source, align with ourselves and connect with source, then part of that journey is facing our own demons, extracting those demons out, extracting demons that attach to us through partners, through locations. And also, not only that, but these demons may have come from the bloodline, right? And so part of that path, if we're trying to clear our body as a vessel, and that's why working with moldavite and pallasite, right, and these meteorite, these very ancient stones, when you tap into the energy, it brings you back up to 4.5 billion years. So if any curses, spells, hexes, whatever happened to you in one of those timelines, then there's an opportunity for us to extract it, bring it up, demolish it, dispel it, okay? So that is my thoughts on tapping into this demonic dark realm with curses, hexes. So I think today's episode, there's one curse that I want to talk about. And I wasn't really aware this was even a curse. The last episode I shared about this demon attaching itself to me when I was in Sedona. Right, Sedona is a huge vortex, so there's a lot of energy coming in and out. And so this demonic being attached itself to my sacral. And I remember when that happened, it was terrifying because this thing actually told me to go jump off the balcony. Like, it kept repeating itself, tell me to go die. I guess everything happened when we're ready for it. So I was able to uncollapse what's my thoughts and what wasn't. So it took me about a year to be able to train myself through different modalities, Reiki, past life regressions, doing this own inner work to open myself up to be this clear vessel, to be able to extract that thing. So now tapping back into this demonic realm, there is no fear. It's more of standing up to the bully and extracting them out of my system, right? So another important thing I want you to be aware of, when we're talking about curses, spells, like someone did something to me or someone cast something on me, I want you to take your attention away from who did it to you, whether it's to you personally or came through the bloodline. It doesn't matter, right? Even with this demonic attachment, it doesn't matter where it came from. Our main goal here is to get it out of our system. That's all that really matters. Because when you can clear yourself up to be this clear vessel connected to source, then you can go out and help others extract theirs. Otherwise, you can try extracting, but if there's no place for these demons to get uprooted from, you can figure out what's in your environment to capture it, or it's gonna be lingering in your environment, right? So we'll touch briefly on that today, But there is one curse that I want to make you guys aware of. And this is called the imprisonment curse. So I went through a period of time, probably a month or two, of just learning about demons, extracting demons, peeling back that layer. So what you'll notice as you are deep into this work, right? If you got into the demonic realm, chances are you've done a lot of work on the body. So when these demons are extracted, there's gonna be another layer, because you feel like, okay, I've done all this extraction, I feel like something else is there. And so this is where the curses and the spells came through. I've done, I dabbled into this like a year or two ago, like clearing it, but these come in layers. The deeper you go, the more powerful the curses are and the demons are. My recommendation when you're diving into this demonology realm, it is not something that you can just clear with sage, right? This is like intense, like exorcism stuff. I extracted a demon from a friend of mine in Austin. It was just sporadically, but whatever came up through her throat, right? And immediately I had to seal the room energetically. The light started flickering, the fan started coming out, turning by itself. And so when that demon was extracted, it went through my body and out my crown. So it's important when you are facilitating these extractions that you have your crown chakra open, because these demons, these entities, these spirits, really dark energy, they need an exit point. And when they exit through the crown, this is where your angels can take over, put them in a box, a black box, sealed it with the seal of Solomon, or send it back to source, right? Otherwise, when you're summoning these demons up and you extract it, and then now you don't have your crown's closed, it has nowhere to go. So now it's like in your environment. What do you do then, right? You can call in a priest. You can holy water. If it's a vampire, you can have garlic. But I feel like that's a lot more work. Okay. So about these curses. So some of these curses are attached to demonic beings as well. This is what I'm experiencing. And so it kind of goes hand in hand. When I am dispelling a curse, I'm also extracting that demon. This one curse called the imprisonment curse. I didn't know it was a thing until I started studying or researching curses. So what an imprisonment curse is a curse inflicted on a person to have them imprisoned where they can't die or they can't escape from it until the curse is lifted. Sometimes it could be in a stone. Sometimes it can be trapped in another reality. Sometimes it could be actually manifest, if it's in your system, your energy field, it can be manifested into the physical, right? If you've done some time in jail or your family member, or through the bloodline. These curses come through the bloodline or your eternal essence. And so, when I read through this curse, I'm like, why is it resonating so much? And I started asking the question, I started reviewing like all the patterns within my life and my parents, and then it just clicked. My dad was actually in prison for at least 4 or 5 years after the Vietnam War. So that we fought for the South. He got captured. He was in prison for a good period of time, and then that was one of the ways that we managed to get to the U.S. from his imprisonment. So I thought, okay, that's interesting. There is this imprisonment energy in the bloodline already through my dad. I already sensed there was some kind of curse from my dad's side, right? One was like an illness curse. 2 was an imprisonment. This imprisonment curse just came through. So, and then I look back at my reality. And lately, I've been working with different pallasites. And there's this one pallasite, every time I work with it, I wasn't aware it was that specific one, but every time I tune in, typically I would tune in throughout the day and do a reality check. And I would ask, am I in a dream? And typically I would get no. But for the last couple of days throughout the week, I would always get a yes. And it just dawned on me when I read that information about the imprisonment curse. Like, you could be imprisoned in a different plane of existence. And I believe that plane of existence was connected to one of these pallasites. And so I got my tools ready. I summoned my demon spirit, and then I did the extraction and the curse release for the dispelling. And kid you not, I sat there for a good 45 minutes at least. All of these energies were coming out from my crown chakra. You're talking about, it was like a gush of energy leaving the crown. And like, this is a lot. And then thoughts just came through. Different lifetimes that I've been captured for spreading the message, being a witch, or, learning all this spiritual work and being condemned for trying to spread the truth, right? And so I'm like, wow, all these imprisonment energy is being released right now through this vessel. And 45 minutes at least I sat there. I'm getting chills talking about it right now because I didn't know how rooted that was in my soul, also my bloodline, right? My dad is the light worker as well. My mom not so much, but I'm pretty sure my dad is. So tune in to see if that resonates with you. Imprisonment curse. So I extracted some demons along with it. And I feel like it's important during this time to talk about this curse specifically, is while I was doing the extraction and the release or the dispelling of this curse, there was also a soul retrieval, right? Ghost month is happening right now. It's the 7th month of the lunar calendar. So in the eastern side, they believe that Ghost month is a month where the gates of the underworld open. So this is where spirits are free to roam around in the physical plane. And it's also an important time. So that's why my family would put offerings out for our ancestors or past loved ones, because paranormal activity is going to be more active during this time. It started August 16th. So on the night of the 15th, you may experience a lot of more paranormal activity, right? That's when the gates of the underworld first open. And I have a few cats here, and one of my cat, I name him Heaven. Typically he's pretty good at night, but the first couple of days when Ghost Month happened, he was yelling on the top of his lungs for around 2 to 3 a.m. every single night. And typically I pay attention to my cats when they're active around witching hours. The next day I would make sure that the house is cleansed, all portals are sealed. But that's what I've been noticing during the beginning stages of Ghost Month. So let's go back to this imprisonment curse. There is more curses. I feel like the imprisonment curse was actually very potent in my energy field. And I feel like it's going to be potent in a lot of your energy fields as well, especially if you have past lives of trying to spread the truth, spread this knowledge out, yet we were captured, condemned, and even killed for doing so. And this is why when we do the dispelling of the curse, the soul retrieval is going to be important to go back and retrieve all those fragments of the soul that died in vain, died in pain, died in suffering, right? And so when we retrieve all these fragments of soul, like during this gates of the underworld open, right? Retrieve all that fragments of soul, we're going to be more whole and complete every time we do a soul retrieval. I'm getting goosebumps just like sharing this whole experience. But I will be doing sessions on the dispelling of curses for this month of Ghost Month. So Ghost Month is going to end mid-September, September 14th. So from now until then, I'm going to do imprisonment, imprisonment curse mainly, and then whatever curse or spell shows up. But I'll tell you what, the imprisonment curse took a good 45 minutes to leave out of my system. So when you are working with a practitioner, it's really important that the other person has their crown chakra open, okay? Because when you're removing these curses, you're also extracting demons. They need an exit point and also the right tools. I believe when pairing it up with moldavite expands us to capacity. Pallasite takes a deep dive into this different realm of different lifetimes, up to 4.5 billion years, okay? So, but yeah, I just want to share that imprisonment curse. Once you remove these curses, these energies out from your energy field, your bloodline, it's going to take some time for integration, but you'll start noticing movements again in your reality, a shift in your reality. I guess more freedom, more liberation. You know, now that I check back in, am I in a dream? It's like a no. So I thought that was very fascinating. But yeah, that's a little update. Tune in, and how you can tell if that imprisonment curse is present in your energy field. Just sit back and relax, and I'm going to say imprisonment curse. And if you feel something rising within your body, any sensations, that will let you know that it is present within your energy field or your bloodline. Okay, so imprisonment curse. See and feel if anything comes up within the body. And if it does, link to my website is in the description below. Other than that, that's all I have for everyone here today. Feels good to be back from that void, but I feel like I'm back and I'm ready to start making more videos. And that's sending everyone here lots of love and light. And I'll see you for the next episode.